Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our self-made druid. Whether you are new here or a familiar face, please enjoy the relaxing commentary of today's episode. And as always, I hope you are all doing well, and I thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. In the previous episode, we took on our first set of quests in Dunmoreau, helping the people of both Keranos and Steel Grill's Depot, and after seeing what we have to work with at Brunel Village, I quickly realized that we weren't going to be able to return to the Dwarven starting area safely without bear form. So, with that being said, we have returned to Elwyn Forest instead to get that last level. And just as importantly, obtain as much linen cloth as we possibly can. Let's get back out there and get to work. I'm going to drop off this shipment in the trade district first. We'll then clear out some bandits to the south of Stormwind, and then we've got some fronds to collect from the Murlocs outside of Goldshire.
You need something? See you later.
We'll take the oil. I think, yeah, it's not worth it too much, so I do think we can actually utilize this. It's not much, but we'll take whatever armor that we can. Let's exit the city now, and we'll take on those devious cut purses for some linen cloth. We'll see how many there actually are in that area. There is some mob density that we have to contend with, so we'll see how limited we are. But I'm hoping we can get a whole lot of linen cloth out of that grind. Right, so I know there are some bandits over to the left side, but let's head over to the right side first and see what we have over here. Because I do know we have the option to take on some of the Defias over here. I'm going to cross over Mirror Lake and see what's on the other side before we head back. Yep, I do see a Defias cut purse, level 5. That's exactly what we're looking for. Low-level enemies with a high drop chance for cloth. As mentioned in the previous episode, these enemies do have a higher chance of dropping it compared to the kobolds in the mine. Oh, here we go, though. That's a level 9. We do not want any part of that. So it looks like there could be a mix of some kind in this area. So we're going to have to keep a close eye out on that. I just picked up a tiger's eye, but I think much like the malachite we saw in the previous episode, we're probably just going to vendor this for now, unless, you know, we'll farm it up later if we absolutely need it for a leatherworking recipe. The cool thing about tiger's eyes is it's worth a lot more than malachite at 1 silver. Let's see if we can take on this level 8. It looks like it's far enough away from the other enemies that we're not going to pull anything else. But I think we should be clear to the south if we need to run. Alright, that might be it for the bandits in this area, so let's head back to the east. We're crossing the road now. Let's see if we can find some more of these cut purses. The only unfortunate part about the Defias is their numbers and the fact that they like to group up with each other. So we might entertain the idea of farming the kobolds or the murlocs as well, if we run out of stuff to kill, which we probably will at this point. Now, are we bold enough to take on a group of cut purses? See, a level 5 and a couple level 6s. That might be too much. It's also possible that we could only pull 2. So we might give it a try. If we pull all 3, we might just run. Yeah, I feel like since you're not really sent on a quest to actually kill these guys, it's odd to see like this house or like these camps here. Since you're not really interfacing with them at all at any point. There's definitely a lot more enemies over here than there were around Mirror Lake, so I think this is a good spot. Should serve us well. We are getting pretty unlucky with these drops, though. According to Wowhead, at the very least, there's a 60% chance to get at least one linen cloth from each kill. So we could be getting really unlucky, but I feel like we haven't seen any cloth in a little while now. I think we'll try our luck with the Murlocs next. We'll take out this final guy. We'll ignore the camp of 3 for now. Yeah, no linen from that person either. So we'll stop in Goldshire real quick. We'll cook up this stringy wolf meat and vendor the rest.
What are you looking for?
Alright, let's head back out and take on some Murlocs. I'm going to be extra careful with this one though. And we'll probably only deal with any Murlocs that are on the outer banks of the lake. Level 6s are good. Let's hope it stays that way. Let's watch out for that patrol coming. 2 level 7s. That might be a little bit too much to deal with. Alright, looks like they're passing us now. And they're headed back the other way. Not too much luck on the kelp fronds just yet. And we've got a lot of wolves in our way as well. We've also had two to contend with. Yeah, so far today is not our day for linen cloth. Been out here for a bit already, and we have not seen much. Alright, this is where things are going to start to get, example A, a little bit hairy. Let's root him. Let's get a quick healing touch in. We'll loot our mob, and then we'll start running this way. The Murlocs that are tagged as runners run really, really fast, naturally. So they tend to be the scariest. I think we can take on the rest of this guy. We should be okay. But yeah, we're going to head back in the opposite direction. Some of them are probably respawned by now, and if they haven't, we'll wrap around to the other side of the lake, where things should be fairly safe. And we won't have like level 8, 9, even 10 bears and prowlers and wolves at our backs. The deeper you go into the forest, the dangerous it becomes. The good news is we're done with the collection of fronds at least. But I don't think we picked up a single piece of linen cloth off of any of these guys. Let's head back to the main road so we don't have to deal with them anymore. We'll turn the quest in at Goldshire. And then we'll vendor our inventory and then get back to those bandits in the north. That's probably where we'll spend the rest of the episode. We're going to hit level 10 pretty shortly. It's not going to take that much time. But we'll wait to pick up our class quests and head back to Narcissus for the next episode.
I buy and trade.
Hey there. Have a good one. See you around. What can I do for you? How are you? Safe travels.
Ooh, we're going to want to do this quest too. So this is a very large chunk of experience, but if I saw that correctly, let me see here. Yeah, we're going to get 5 minor healing potions out of this quest. That is a must.
Need help? Be careful.
We absolutely need to pick those up right now. So let's go ahead and head back to the McClure Vineyards. We'll get that one turned in. And then we'll head back to the bandits outside of Stormwind.
You need something? Safe travels.
Alright, that is awesome. Very huge pickup for us. Even less inventory space now, but totally worth it. These are going to save our life one day. Alright, back through the forest we go. Oh, looks like we might be able to pick up some free skins here, maybe. We'll stop and take care of that as well. Back in Goldshire once again. Let's cook up this wolf meat real quick before we head up north. Alright, let's hope we have better luck this time. Yeah, this is crazy. We're still not getting anything. So the drop rate must be very, very wrong, or perhaps maybe it's different in Classic than it was Vanilla. I'm not so sure. But we must be getting very unlucky. Wonder if it's perhaps a bug. Maybe we have too much cloth in our bags. I know it's like absolutely ridiculous and superstitious to say, but I wouldn't be surprised if something as ridiculous as that was causing us to not collect any more cloth. Let's make a few bolts. Let's test this ridiculous theory. There's enough for one stack of bolts. Let's go back to the Defias cut purses. Hey, there we go. There's some linen. Noting that one of those cut purses at the camp looks like they actually walk away from the camp temporarily, which would make it much easier to take on the two that remain. And with that kill, we have reached level 10. Beautiful. Let's open up our... Well, let's take out this cut purse real quick, just so we have some space. And we'll take a look at our talents. Now, you might think it's as simple as putting our first point into Feral, but we actually kind of have a decision to make here, because, to be honest... if you go into the balance tree actually has a ton of ridiculously powerful and amazing talents for Feral right up front. And for hardcore as well. So we could pick up Nature's Grasp and improved Nature's Grasp, as well as basically an instant root, and it's a second root as well. to go alongside entangling roots. That's a really, really good utility option that we can't necessarily ignore. And then in the next tier, you've got natural weapons, which increases the damage we deal with physical attacks by 10% with the 5 points. That's amazing. And then you get Omen of Clarity. So, you know, reducing the energy cost or the rage cost or the mana cost of your next spell by 100%. Especially after we get cat form, this ability, this proc happens a lot. It comes up all the time. Now, with that being said, if you go down that route, you are going to be missing out on feline swiftness, which is, of course, really, really good to be able to move at 30% speed in your cat form. That comes with its own benefits, not just for travel time, but also for running away from stuff. At a 30% increased speed, you can actually, without rooting or stunning or putting up any CC whatsoever, you could actually get away from an encounter by just running with that talent. So, yeah, it's tough. Otherwise, in Feral, we would get stuff. We'd probably get Ferocity, reduce the rage cost and energy cost of certain stuff, which is okay. And then the tier after that, it's pretty unexciting stuff. You know, reduced chance to be seen while prowling might be okay. Thick hide, you know, increasing our armor, which it's not by as much as it looks. It's probably a pretty hefty amount in bear form, but it probably doesn't matter all that much when we're gonna get cat form. With that being said, I feel like feline swiftness is going to be the way to go. So we'll put our first point into ferocity, which will at least help our maul ability once we get our bear form. Yeah, the ability to potentially run away from any fight without pressing any abilities seems fairly appealing to me. That and will be slightly tankier. Alright, I'm going to try to take on this camp of 3. Let's see if all 3 of them pull. We are going to target, I guess they're all level 6. We're going to hopefully take out one of them very quickly, and then we'll run away from the other 2 if all 3 of them pull. And then we'll come back and take on the other 2 once we get our mana. Yeah, looks like we pulled all 3, so we're gonna run. Luckily, starting zone enemies do not run fast at all. This would not be something that I try in Westfall or Lochmadan. At all. Alright, looks like we cleared out everything over here, so we'll head over to the other side of the road and to see if we can pick off anything that may have respawned. check the lower level enemies around Mirror Lake now. Should be a few. And then we'll head back and hopefully everything has respawned. That's going to wrap it up for Mirror Lake. So we're going to head her back across the road now for another 5-10 minutes or so. We'll see what we can get. Hopefully our luck starts to turn around. actually closer to Goldshire than I thought, so let's actually stop in town since our inventory is now full. Can get rid of all this stuff. Almost have another stack of linen, so we're doing okay. We need to get to level 45. And I'm wondering when these bolts of linen are going to start to become yellow. We're going to head north once again. We'll take on a few more of the Defias cup purses, and then we'll head into the city. And we'll visit the Druid trainer and pick up our new abilities. It's also going to give us the opportunity to see whether or not we need to return to Narcissus to pick up our level 10 quest. I've never actually played a Druid in Elwyn before, so I'm not sure if we can pick up the quest from the same person. I wonder if that would appear on the map. Look at that, it does. Okay, so we can pick up the quest. It's probably... I can't remember when we actually get the teleport, if we get it right away, or if we have to speak to somebody first in Teldrassil. Hopefully, the trainer here in Stormwind just gives it to us. That would make things extremely convenient. We'll have to see. I think that's going to do it for the grinding for now, so let's head back into the city. We'll quickly vendor the couple of things we just picked up, and then we'll speak to our trainer. I feel like we're still just a few cloth short from starting to work on tailoring. I really want to utilize the Bolt of Linen cloth skill ups as much as possible. So I guess with that being said, when we do get bear form, we're going to have to figure out where we want to go next with it. Probably back to Dunmorrow. We're not going to get as much cloth, I would think. But the quests there are going to be a little bit more manageable for us as it stands right now.
Hey there.
Let's stop by the bank real quick so we can drop off our leather.
Good day to you.
Back in the park once again. Let's get those abilities and the moment of truth. Are we going to get teleport to Moonglade right off the bat, or do we have to meander our way back to Teldrassil?
Be with you.
Alright, so no abilities. Moonfire. I don't know how much I care about Moonfire. Are we going to use it? We probably will. New rank of Mark of the Wild and a new rank of Rejuvenation. We'll take those as well. Yeah, I suppose we'll use Moonfire here and there. The buff to Mark of the Wild is especially awesome, as I believe now we're actually going to get some stats for it, and not just armor. Well, let's pick up this quest from Theradren.
Greetings. Elune light your path.
Yep, okay, so we gotta go back to Narcissus. That is okay. We do have a way to get back there. We're gonna have to spend, I think it's about 4 silver for the flight path from Ironforge over to Menethil Harbor. I think it might actually be the same from Stormwind as well, so maybe we can fly there from Stormwind. In any case, that's where I'm going to end it right here for now, and that's where I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. We will start in Narcissus in the Cenarian Enclave. We're going to get our bear form, and we're going to start putting in some work. Our Hearthstone is set to Keranos, which is nice. So once we pick up our bear form, we can go straight back into questing. As always, I appreciate you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.